Well, hello, I'm David Freeman with Is That Really in the Bible? It was August 9th, 1945, right after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Japanese surrendered to General MacArthur, and the condition was unconditional surrender. Unconditional surrender. Now, let me explain a little bit about unconditional surrender. That was the terms that were reached. Unconditional surrender. That meant the Japanese property, their homes, their land, their women, their children, everything was ours. The condition was unconditional surrender. And of course, in the signing of the papers, the Japanese with their black suits and their high-top black hats came to MacArthur, and the condition was read, and the response was Hythe, which means yes, we surrender. It's a powerful moment. Now, I want to tell you something. God requires nothing less from you. What am I saying? Okay, I'm saying this. God requires of you unconditional surrender. In other words, once you have exhausted all of your options, once you've tried plan A through Z, when your back is against the wall, and the only logical thing for you to do is unconditional surrender. Now, what I'm saying is this. Most people, in fact, most professing Christians, never ever come to this. It's like, in most people's relationship with God, it's like a halfway house. They halfway come to God, but they never achieve what God truly wants. Churches are full, yes, of deeply religious people, yes, who have never been brought to the point of unconditional surrender. So I'm asking you, in your relationship with God, have you ever been brought by the power of God to the point of unconditional surrender? Most of you have not. Let me just clear the air on this. Most of you have not. Now, in the military will actually tell you what part of your anatomy they own. They will get in your face and they will say, we own your, and of course I can't say that on a religious program. You wouldn't say that on a religious program, that word I was getting ready to say. But it's the same with God. God owns you. Wingtip to wingtip, head to toe, everything about you. A true relationship with God is about unconditional surrender. Let's take a look at this verse. Powerful concept here. John 13 and verse 13. Jesus said, you call me Master and Lord, and say well, for so I am. Jesus clears the air here. He just says, I am your Lord and Master. And I see all kinds of people, religious people, who want to make Jesus their Lord. Yes, their Lord. But the master thing, let's not kid ourselves. Master is about unconditional surrender. And you see things, you see bumper stickers. You hear people talking. I love Jesus, and isn't it great to know the Lord? Jesus is my Lord. They never say Jesus is their master. No, they never say that. Oh, but yeah, Jesus is my Lord. And the Lord is working mightily here today while we're handling snakes. And just the other day, the Lord healed Bertha Butt's big toe. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. And yet, in the world, while the Lord is working mightily in your church while you're handling snakes and you're going through all the faith or fake healings, I should say, but whatever they are, knocking people upside the head, whatever is going on in the comedy hour, the religious comedy hour that comes on Sunday morning. But, while the Lord is supposedly working mightily in your church, around the world right now as I speak, hundreds of thousands of Christians are being killed and persecuted. And yet the liberal news media will not cover this. They will not cover, you don't know this, do you? That there are hundreds of thousands of Christians being persecuted for their faith and killed for their faith. And of course, when you got a president who is an apologist for the Muslim community, what else would you expect? What else would you expect?